Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about knowledge versus power, and for Art of Conquest, it's important to have both. So if you can have some knowledge along with being able to accrue some level of power, you're going to do amazing. If we have one without the other, then we're going to have a subpar experience. So I'm going to show you guys a couple examples. This is purely for example's sake because I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes. In full disclosure, I have lost to these people before. I think I fought these people each once, twice, and we each won once. So that being said, I want to talk about this battle in particular, and the reason why is we can see my swordsmen have less than 40,000 health, and we have about 42,000 attack on our archers. The person that we are going up against has 133,000 health on their swords, meaning they're up almost 100k on their swords, over 3 times the amount. It's pretty crazy. And for their archers, they have 168k, meaning it's 4 times, literally 4 times stronger than my troops. However, I will share this, and we can go look at the damage and stuff. I won in 1 stat, which I thought was pretty good. What I know, and this is the knowledge part, is at this point in the game, the mid portion of the game, Nora and your dragon are going to be literally everything. So mid game, it's all about Nora, it's all about your dragon. Everything else there is nice. There's some stuff that is really cool to have, I think, but really that's all that's needed. You need Nora and your dragon, and you need some sort of a front line to protect your dragon and Nora. But yes, so let's jump on in, and the last thing is this person is clearly spending. They have a dragon armor, so I think they have us beat by 1 million core power and 8 castle levels. So I believe I was talking to his house lord, who says fine to share this stuff. This player rushed to castle level 40. I'm castle level 32. So not only do they have the troop gear equipment advantage, they also have hero mastery bonus over us as well. So huge discrepancy. And again, my sword's really low health, their sword's super high health, and same thing with the archers. It's night and day. So let's jump on in and let's see how this went. So first thing that we did was we started off with our Vega heal. We do have a 3-star artifact on her. We have the healing set and everything else. We then drop down everything to our pet stuff on our Nora, so Nora can just blow up everything towards that bottom line. From there, we actually jumped in with our Rufio on the top, trying to slow down those archers up there because I don't want them to just take out my dragon. So it was a lot of control. Next, we're going to do a Virian Resurrection because we're about to lose on this bottom side, which is our power side. And so far, so good. I think they killed off our Rufio, so now they're moving towards our dragon, and their archers, who have 4 times the attack of ours, is now onto our archers. On the bottom side, our Nora is just blowing up everything in the back line. It's right now it's still actually looking pretty good. I was still feeling pretty confident at this point in time because we still have our Nora up and we have our dragon. And from here, it's just a matter of we're going to be cleaning stuff out, and we'll eventually win. While we do that, I'll share this with you. When I lost, I used a formation that put my Nora and dragon together. And usually what I try and accomplish with that is I try and plow through with my power side. What I'm realizing, and what I tried going up against this player, was what happens if I take my dragon and Nora and split them? Because what ended up happening when I lost was I did push forwards with that power side, but then we just kind of swung around and hit me from the back, and that was not too much fun. So by splitting up the Nora and the dragon, and again at the mid-game portion, it's all about the dragon and Nora. By splitting them up, I was able to do fantastic because I was able to actually win on both sides. they still broke through the middle. So let's jump into the next example. All right, so for the next example, we're going up against a Lich player. They have us beat by almost 500k core power. Let's jump in and see everything. So they do have decent equipment on their Stalkers and everything. Their Stalkers over 100k health. Their Warlocks over 100k attack. Now, this player also did fantastic. And actually, it was a really cool experience because this person is also on the same server as me. And we got talking afterwards, and it was cool. They all kind of then realized who I was, which was interesting. Nobody tried to cap me, so I feel like that's a good thing. Anyways, one of the big issues that this player has going on for them is they have a Topaz Dragon, which is a big no-no anyways, but it's just not very well built. They do have, they're working up on 2 Dragonic things. They're 1 point, so they could have actually had 109 in Destruction and Deflection. So big takeaway, guys. And this is why this is a video about knowledge versus power. Knowing some of these little things really does matter. So like we have 119 in Destruction. Those extra 10 points, or just 1 extra point, if they moved 1 extra point over into the Affliction, all of a sudden they get that 109 Affliction bonus. If we look at it, they're missing out on the most important one, which is the last one, the Undying Army. These are huge things, and if we're unaware of it, then we're unaware of it. So that's why you guys should subscribe to the channel. Anyways, let's jump on in, and we should be able to see another really good fight. So they do have full golds, which is good. This is the formation I was telling you guys about, where I have the Nora and Dragon on that power side together. They really do crush fours pretty well. I think if it's a relatively even match, it works out because we're able to just dominate that one side. If it's not an even match and they're much stronger than me, I think I'm better at splitting them up, because even if I lose one side, I still either have my Nora or my Dragon. So between the Dragon and Nora, we're able to get through all of the dire Stalkers on this bottom side, and we're able to now start cutting everything off, and we should be able to swing up. On the top side, I did drop Gan's Earthquake, and I also jumped Rufio in. Now it's just a matter of selling up the Warlocks. At this point in time, it's all over, but in the back of my head, there's always the fear of the Dragon tag, which with those Nora bombs coming in, I guess it really doesn't matter. So, yeah, it was interesting, but mid-game, having even a decent Dragon is very huge, and using your Dragonics properly. So I think the big takeaway of all of this is, and again, I talked to this guy afterwards. We talked about dragons. I sent them some information to help them out. None of this is purely educational purposes. We're talking in the game, like we're good. So I think that the purpose of this is, if you guys follow along with the channel, or if we are in the community chats, regardless of what community, we're able to pick up on a bunch of different information. Purely spending money on the game without having any idea of what we're doing, kind of like the person that we went up against that had a 1,000,000 core power advantage on us with the Dragon armor and everything else, 4 times stronger archers. It doesn't seem like they necessarily knew what they were doing or why they were doing something. I am all for, if you want to spend money on the game, go for it. Go have fun. If that's going to bring you fun, go do it. Like that's awesome stuff. Thank you for keeping the servers open. Seriously. But I think if you are going to spend money, at least figure out why. Don't buy stuff just to buy stuff. But do a little bit of research. Figure out what it is that you want. I cannot answer those questions for you as far as like what to get, how much to spend. Like there's so many personalized factors in all of it, but what I can say is, towards the very beginning of the game, like that early game portion of, castle level 1 to 30, then we might want to focus on, our goal should be like void and stuff. Once we're at like 30 to 40, it's all going to be about Nora. It's all going to be about dragons, because Dragonic opened up. Yes, there's troop equipment, but I think, as Tane always says, to have a well-balanced account is kind of the goal. So don't buy stuff just to buy stuff, like the dragon armor. Skip the dragon armor, because instead of buying the dragon armor, you can get all 3 of your dragonic things to 109 for the same amount of money. Which one's going to help you out more in battle? 5% more health on your dragon, or 3 dragonic trees at 109? Like, it's kind of a no-brainer for that example. So, yeah, I hope that you guys spend on the game if you choose to. If you don't, you're a better person than me. But we just need to be mindful. And again, it's not just all about having sheer power. And if all that we have is knowledge with no power, it's going to be hard to play as well. So I think that if we combine the two, and we have knowledge and we have a little bit of power, then all of a sudden we're going to play way stronger than where we currently stand. So with that, guys, if you guys don't mind, smash the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. In the description of this video, with all videos, we actually have a donation button. So feel free to donate. A portion of all donations will be given in giveaways. Stick around for later this week when we see a bunch of people that are getting lifetime Patreon. Have a wonderful day, guys, and take care.